Hello, welcome to What's Shakin'. I am the sheepdog from Mixabilly.com. Ow! And I'm here checking in the month of May. Do this once a month. Talk a little bit about music, a little bit about what's going on with podcasts, and so much more. And one topic I wanted to get into early today is about AM and FM radio and how they're trying to kill it in vehicles. Of course, hey, our podcast is called Hot Rodding Tonight, so we do like the vehicles, especially those old rods, hot rods, cruising around. But recently, you may have seen this, that electric car manufacturers want to kill AM radio, and they claim, the electric cars, they just jam the signal too much, and it's not worth it for the customers. That's right, you can't enjoy AM radio if you're driving an electric vehicle. Kind of strange that this is 2026 and you can't find a workaround to get some radio waves. But you know what? That's not 100% truly why they want to do it. And they also really want to get rid of the FM radio. They'd rather just have their own radio. That's right. They don't want to get rid of music. They want you to have some listening pleasure, but they want to run Ford or Chevy or Buick music right there to your dashboard, and that way they can target you because the data's so important. That's right, they have the microphones in the cars now, total surveillance, and when they hear you talking about you'd really like a snack, they'd like to play you an ad for Doritos. But, AM and FM radio is still used, especially in vehicles. This report that recently came out is proof of that. This was done by Edison Research. It was called Share of Ear. And a study was done Q1 of 2026, so this is not an old thing. Right here, Chevrolet drivers listen most to AM, FM radio in all locations. That's right, 72% listen to AM and FM radio, 11% podcast, 9% Pandora ad-supported, 5% Spotify ad-supported, Sirius XM ad-supported, 2%, and 1% listen to YouTube music. That's right, they want to make the data important. Get rid of the AM, FM radio and curtail this. Say it's probably better for you. The radio waves, they're just not connecting well to the cars no more. But isn't it odd? It's still important. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, FM, AM radio's dead anyway. What good is it for me? Well, let me tell you, friends, there are still local people that work in each and every one of those stations. And if there's an emergency, they'll be the first ones to let you know. They'll be on the microphone right here, and they'll be reporting the end of the world to you. In your vehicle, in your local location, tornadoes, whatever else might be going on, they'll be there for you. So if you ever see them saying, we're getting rid of the AM and FM in the vehicles, scratch your head and say, wait a minute, I don't like that. And get a hold of somebody and say, hey man, I don't like that one bit. Don't be doing that shit. AM and FM radio is still important. The internet doesn't always work, friends. The cell towers, sometimes they go out too. But radio, it's the key. It's the key to it all. Old technology sometimes still rules. Now, just last week, my friends, as I move along here, just last week we had our big Mother's Day show on Hot Rodding Tonight, and I thought it was a smashing success. And really enjoyed it. And that's a theme we don't do every year. But just when that dropped, also the UFO files came out. And man, I was so pissed about that because this is the time of the year we usually do our Super Space Show. So instead, I did this Mother's Day show. And I'm like, the son of a bitches. They just couldn't wait. So in 2 weeks, we will be doing our Super Space Show. And it looks like, according to this report that I'm reading right here, is that the next UFO file dump could be coming up around the next week. So that will be great. At least we'll be on for that. And we always do our Super Space show. It's a lot of fun. Rock and roll and outer space have been together since the 1950s. And it's definitely a fun show to do. So in 2 weeks on Saturday, that will drop and be heard all over the world and maybe even out there in outer space. Who knows? Who knows? Coming up this week, though, I got a nice playlist here. We're going to be having a guitar slingers, super suckers, speed devils, so many more. We're even going to do a set right here about that virus. That right? The Hana virus or whatever they're calling it. I had to go back and look at my files from 2020 when the COVID outbreak was going on. And I'm like, man, these songs I didn't think I'd have to dig back to, but they're giving me a chance, and we're going to do it this Saturday on Hot Run tonight. So tune in for that one. Definitely going to be a fun one. Of course, our shows are always posted on YouTube, Rumble, of course, at Mixabilly.com, and all over the place. They're streamed on the radio station at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the radio station is also played everywhere. Tune in, iHeartRadio. Man, we are everywhere. Mixabilly Radio. And if you're enjoying the radio, make sure to check us out on Kick. The stream is up there 24 hours a day. And also on Rumble. Now, I did say that we were kicking off the show with a band called Slim and the Gems. They have this a brand new album out over on Bandcamp, and I did want to take a look at it here today. It is called Motivator. It's Motivator. Motivator. Very, very, very funny. I recorded I recorded once saying something about it, and I butchered it, and I didn't realize what they were getting at. I went back and looked at it, and I said, gee, I'm an idiot. I got to put things together better sometimes. So I did want to preview this album. It just came out on May 1st. So it's not that old. It's only $7, the digital album on Bandcamp. We will link it in the description as always. So we talked about vehicles today, automobiles. So let's listen to a little bit of the song called Detroit Steel.
From 1955 until about 1964, Detroit made the most beautiful cars that have ever been on the road. Bubble bullets, tail fins, big old grill, and chrome on the dash. You could take home the cream of the crop for about $3,000 cash. You can get a straight six and two-barrel carb on a small V8. Lots of glass and plenty of class. The body lines are straight. Rolling town, cruising slow.
Good stuff right there. Slim Jim and the Gems. Check them out over there on Bandcamp. Don't forget the link is in the description. And please don't forget to go over to Mixabilly.com. It is an easy way for you to make a donation safely through a PayPal. You can also send us a voicemail. That's right. I call them howl outs. That's right, howl outs. And you can do that right there from your phone. Just hit record, send us a message. Don't forget to leave your name and area of where you're from, and we'll get you on our amazing podcast. And that's all I've got right now for this month on What's Shakin'. And I'll keep shaking, and you keep shaking too.